We're here today at Bootham Crescent to take a tour of the ground with Stadium Director Ian McAndrew and to explore the history and heritage of this famous stadium. So Ian, where are we standing now?
We're standing in the corridor now that connects eventually through the tunnel to the pitch. So this is where all the officials are, this is where the players are, the changing rooms are down here. This is sort of the heart of the footballing part.
We're in the home team dressing room still, and you were talking about the new stadium and how that will have two home dressing rooms.
It will indeed, because up until sort of 12 months ago, only York City Football Club used this changing room, and of course we've been sharing with York City Knights since their stadium was demolished, basically. So when we moved to the new stadium, I'm in two home.
One for football and one for rugby.
One for football, one for rugby, and one away. That in here you can see, you know, the York City signage. You can see here, across where we moved into. Everything in here is about York City, and in the new stadium, it's much grander than this. We want to put in managers. Some managers come here and they put up signs. You know,
motivational stuff,
whoever it may be, they put all sorts of things on. Others like to leave it plain.
So Ian, we're now just behind the goal in the David Longhurst stand. Tell us about how it got its name.
David sadly died during the Bootham game on the pitch in 1990. I wasn't at the match myself, that particular match, and of course it was essential to do something. It was Douglas Craig was the chairman, I think he still lived, was the chairman at that time. Yes, he must have been. And this was the outcome of it. This was always been a home supporter stand, so to put the roof on this, and it's called the Longhurst stand.
We're now standing in this remarkable tunnel. Tell us a bit more about how this tunnel operated.
Well, this tunnel was to get you to your seats. Basically, you came in at either end of the site. This got you, as you can see here, you know, wine, said rows were over there.
Yeah.
But the sort of real thing about this tunnel was that half time we would swap ends. So we would follow our team to the opposite end, and the away fans would come along the side of you.
So at half time you were actually face to face with the opposite fans?
We were indeed, as they came along here.
So
and everybody says there were never any fights, it was wonderful and gentlemanly. I'm sure that can't be the case, and I think you know that's
I
not
think
the
there's
case
been
either.
I've been told a few stories.
Yes, there's stories about it, probably in many days, but when there was lots of thousands of people in this stadium, they were swapping ends.
One idea we were talking about, weren't we, of how you memorialise this site once the housing development is here. Leaving something tangible as a focal point for people's memories, I think, is going to be important. Do you see this area being a possibility?
I see this area as a possibility for that, because I think you should remember, not only was this important to the football club, but during the Second World War, this was an air raid shelter for the people around. And remember, there were bombs dropped as close as, I don't know exactly where, but certainly as close as Bootham, just across the way there. So this was used, I don't know how much it was used, but this was an air raid shelter.
Right.
So the community around, I'm sure there'll be some people out there with memories of
course.
When I came.
So that's another layer of heritage, if you like. On
and it would keep this area
ground.
has something more than just a little bit more of than.
So if we're looking at a memorial on the site after the club has gone, it could also be a memorial to war victims as well as to the football club.
Could be all sorts of things, yes, exactly,
Here is Keith Emmerich to explain the background to the Historic England project and how football heritage might be used to shape the development of Bootham Crescent.
Historic England has a real interest in place making and place shaping, and how you can use heritage to make new, distinctive, characterful places. But we're still trying to understand how you do this, and for me as a football fan and for someone who thinks that heritage is more than just fabric. It's to do with people and associations and ideas and emotions. To actually do a project here in York at Bootham Crescent was a really important way of actually exploring how we can use the memories and ideas associated with this place to influence the development that might come afterwards.
If you have memories to share of Bootham Crescent or ideas about how the site should be redeveloped, please contact Historic England.